Hello, brothers and sisters. What I want to talk to you today might have adverse effects upon my life. It might see me dead. Back in, I think, 2014, in an attempt to take the gospel to the dark places, I joined a BDSM date site, filled out my profile, and I started blogging. And there I would do things like contend for the faith, show the difference between justification, sanctification, and glorification, field any questions they have. Of course, I got a million, but my blogs that I was writing were doing very well. I was getting over 10 and 15,000 views on them. So I know I was reaching someone. And while I was doing this, certain phrases kept, and I had no idea what they were talking about, kept appearing, like nodding. Well, that's females having sex with dogs. On this date site, they have open forums talking about sex with animals. Since homosexuality is now legal, they got to move to the next step. So you can expect pedophilia, you can expect bestiality, all sorts of strange things. And I kept coming across this term, breeders. So I changed my profile, made it more severe so that I could talk to these people and not expose myself. And what I come to find out was absolutely shocking. I was horrified. And I only put this together when the pedophile sex ring in Hollywood came out and Jeffrey Epstein came out. What those people told me that they are doing, granted there are some that can be reached with the gospel, but many of those people have absolutely no wish to hear it, and I received death threats. I received in my email account a picture of a white environment against a house, everything white, with a naked woman on it, blood smeared over everything, with a cross shoved right through her throat. I thought, uh-oh, here we go. So, long story short on that, I eventually stopped that because I realized there's no reaching these people. They are so satanic, they are demented in ways that are not human. This is spiritual. These people, these breeders, will have sex, get pregnant, just to kill the baby. Or give birth to the baby, not give a social security number, and that child will go through life as a sex slave or a meal for someone. You know, pizza meaning this, string cheese meaning that, black and white terms that are not so obvious, so they've got slang names for them. And I was so disgusted. And I did not put this together with some of the comments I was receiving, because I asked them, well, who's going to pay for the child? Are you guys going to step up and pay for the child? Are you going to give it up for adoption? You know, can it go through life and have a chance? But the whole idea was they weren't going to have a baby to let it live. They're going to go, you know, and this is worldwide. There's more Jeffrey Epsteins out there. They were going to take the babies to like islands, raise them as slaves, and eat them. You think I'm joking when I say that. They would take from the human endocrine system all the fluids from that, and they would drink it. That's why you see all these Hollywood elites really starting to mess up and get sick now, like Hillary Clinton. You know, the political class, both dominant, Democrat and Republican, and independent, worldwide, communism, in and out. This stuff exists. These people are trying to build a new world order on this stuff. And it's scary. I had good articles too. And I don't think they were a waste of time, because I think may have reached some people, but there were other people, and I was a threat. Long story short, there are people with channels on YouTube, they're talking about Q. And I think I figured out who it is just by what I'm watching. I think that John F. Kennedy is not dead, and he is Q. He said, I am going to get the people that killed my father. He faked his own death and started putting together, and he was friends with Donald Trump. Donald Trump has known about this for years. Years and years. I believe that Donald Trump is going to reshape the world. This weird sex-eating children, endocrine system people that rule the world now are being challenged. They've been hoisted up and allowed to get to such heights of power that it's a crisis. It's going to cause chaos. And I tell you now, most likely your internet's going to be shut down, your phone's going to be shut down for 2 days, or 10 days. This is the time frame they want us all indoors, worldwide. They want us out of the way. They're going to go attack and arrest and kill these people. They have already done so much to the economy that they're going to prepare for establishing the gold standard worldwide. I believe Xi Jinping, or whoever the leader of China is, Russia, Putin, America, Donald Trump, I think people are in on this globally. Now I say this is because what I was instinctively talking about through the Spirit is that they need this chaos in order to get things done. They allowed them to go this far, waited for the prime time, or if they released this virus themselves. Because the people that are getting the virus are people, not all of them, but are people like high up, when their system is disrupted with this endocrine eating or whatever the heck it is. And it's going to be a mess. And I'm praying, the rapture comes soon. It's that close. Donald Trump's system is the Antichrist system. I don't know who the Antichrist is yet. I know the Hebrews seem to think that Donald Trump is going to provide them a temple because he's a builder, and he just might. Oh, wow. I could get hammered for this. Because there are so many Christian denominations. Yes, sir, Donald Trump, you have it your way. He supports gay marriage. He's in bed with countries like China and Russia and Europe. He knows what he's doing. This is the Antichrist system coming together to take away the American dollar, get us to a gold standard, arrest and kill these people, and then take over the shop. He divided the land of Israel, which this country has done for decades. We are paying the price for it now. And it's going to get worse, not better. He might pull off, he will pull this off. And things may be rough for a while. And things may turn around for a while. But it's not going to last. Us Christians are going to be removed from this world. And this world is going to go through what it has wanted since the beginning of time. They're going to have their Antichrist. The absolute monstrosity of these people doing what they do to children. Killing them, eating them, making shoes out of the skin. It's unbelievable what they're doing. And they know it all. They just let them run, gathering information, taking it to the bank, going to clean their house, and they're going to kill them all. And they need this world to be shut down for a period of time with us out of the way. So like, for example, everything shuts off. People start looting the streets. They'll go out there with their M16s, their M2 carbines, and kill them. Anybody doing social chaos in this day and age is an idiot. Don't take part in the looting, because it's going to have a very serious consequence. But this is all going to be shut down to be restarted. Well, I can only know of one system that's going to come here to this world, shut everything down through chaos. You know, during that 10-day period, Psalm 83 might happen. Isaiah 17:1 can happen. A lot can happen very quickly. I'm sure I'm going to get more threats because I'm not only exposing this weird sex cult, eat humans, make shoes out of the skins, to I'm exposing Donald Trump and the Antichrist. He is not a Christian. He is a globalist businessman, and he's going to set up his globe the way he wants. I don't even think we'll have another election. I think they'll just give it to him. Because by the time they're done, a lot of the Democratic Party is going to be dead. And they know it. Hillary Clinton's dead. What her and Huma Abedin have did to children. I mean, just think of it. They have breeders out there supplying them, these people that give them $20,000, $30,000 because they're so rich for a newborn baby that doesn't have any social security number, and they can do what they want to it. They fund by the billions trying to get abortion to keep it legal. I'm so disgusted, I want to leave this world because there is no turning around. Christ himself is going to have to do that on his second advent. These false prophets and false apostles saying there's going to be a big revival are absolutely insane. It's going to be a revival of the Antichrist spirit. The Antichrist is not going to be less religious. He's going to be more religious. And he's going to claim to be God halfway through. So he's going to unite all these world religions, unite all the world countries, unite all the economies, gold standard. And here we have Paul Bigley on YouTube pushing gold. We have Mike the Prophet pushing gold. All these people pushing gold. What does it say about that? After they get the public to buy the gold, they can come and confiscate it because we're on the gold standard. It's property of the government. And they're going to do that. That's what the Bible says. They're going to confiscate the gold and silver. We are so close. I'm gonna put some links in the description section down below. And you really need to watch these videos, subscribe to the channels, and get an idea of the field for the world and where it's at. I mean, Saudi Arabia had a massive arrest of royalty. That sounds pretty scary. And they're doing this very hush-hush, very under the table. And they're going to shut everything down and then hammer them. You better have a supply of food like I've been saying for all this time. I don't know how long this is going to last, and I don't know when the rapture is going to happen. But I know one thing. This world is doomed. The pedophiles are all going to be dead. This is the scariest thing that I have done because I'm not afraid. I know who my God is. I know what he said he's going to do. All through the book of the Bible, he's given prophecy, and all his prophecy up until this point has been fulfilled. I know that with 100% assurity. He is going to rescue me from this world in the resurrection rapture. I was wondering why I won't say I was poisoned, but I have had an extremely hard life since, I'd say, 2008. You all know that how many times I said, help me, help me, help me. It's because I was learning all this stuff and I was slowly exposing it. So I got someone's attention. I can remember getting so sick with the flu that I was standing there and I was sweating, pouring buckets of sweat, and I was shivering. I was so cold. Not for a week, but I'm talking for 6 weeks at a time. I'd finally get rid of it, and then I would get it again. And I don't know what the heck was going on besides to say it was spiritual. My life has not been easy. I have had to depend upon our God more than my fair share. And thanks to you, I made it through that. And I don't know, I might have more to go after I release this video. Those date sites are satanic. Oh. I had a woman from Germany offer me her 12-year-old daughter, thinking that I was one of them. And here's another thing. When someone would do something like that, when I'd see something illegal, I would use a date site's own mechanisms and I would try to turn it in. I would get no feedback. I would get nothing from the police. I wasn't just trying to turn them into the site for breaking the rules. I was trying to turn them into the police for breaking the law. And I could see nothing happening. There's no positive feedback my way letting me know, hey, good job, Monty, we got this one. Just silence. So I'm telling you, watch these videos I'm going to send your way that I will link to in the description section. Watch this video and then put 1 and 1 together. It comes to 2. 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. The math adds up according to the scriptures in the Bible. This is the time we were warned about. We are that last generation, and we are seeing the close of that last generation right now. Donald Trump and the other world leaders are bringing in the gold standard, one world business, eventually one world religion. He is a part of the Antichrist system, not the Christian system. You can't say you support homosexuality, dividing Israel, and all these other things and say, I'm a Christian. It doesn't work that way. It's not true. I don't know. We're going to see shortly, because it's fixing to happen March and April sometime, from what I understand from Q, which I think is John Kennedy Jr. I could be wrong, but you can judge for yourself. It makes a lot of sense that I've heard all this stuff now, because these lefties are so far left that a normal lefty coming in to kill them all off looks good. Donald Trump is not a conservative. He is not a Christian. He surrounds himself with Christian cults. Well, I'm glad to say I won't be here to see it. I'm going to heaven with my Father, and I'm going to meet all you, my brothers and sisters, and we are going to have ourselves a feast. All right. See you later. Look forward to your comments.